So we have this epic kind of recycling. I guess what I mean is starting a cycle, or is it closing? It's a new moon, so that's like a starting of a cycle with the eclipse, the Libra. It's very important to me because I have a 369 Libra. I have a 9 degrees Mars, and then I'm Mars ruled. Isn't that a trip? So that 9 is powerful, but the eclipse is happening at 10 degrees, 1, 0, and so 1 is very powerful, right? So it highly affects me. I'm humbled down. There's an eclipse happening, and it's really time to receive our karma according to just the scales. It's going to, but see, with Libra being eclipsed, okay, so pardon me, I didn't get out of my pajamas. I have a lot of work to do, and I'm going to do it. It always gets busy right around about after my birthday, and um, I have to pay attention to my temperament there, and I'm trying to pay attention here, you know. That's part of what I want to make this video about. It's a very important. It should come up for everybody how that the universe. Okay, let's talk about the Libra, but see, it's like this. Libra has the scales right here, and when this goes down, that goes up. When that goes down, this goes up. It's like, but wait a minute, is that a mirroring going on? Yeah, it's a mirroring, but why doesn't it go the same way? No, it's maybe there's some magical thing to that. We have yet to look into how the universe loves us or whatever, right? But we see, and now I'm backing into the part of the organism where the saying comes up for me is an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. That's what Mahatma Gandhi said, I think, and it's like time to not depend that the other one knows how to love you. Maybe show them love. You know what I mean? And yeah, show them kindness. Be the one that smiles first. Be the one that um, does an act of kindness. Really, just can you create a space around you? Not, and I didn't just say just be boundaryless either. What I mean is be that space to where not only it creates like no friction, like the ego doesn't have a need to be there. I'm pretty sure it's disarming when there's an egoless person there. It doesn't have any place to go. Another ego doesn't have a place to go and try and reinforce itself. That's what we're talking about is the mind narcissists. They they're yeah, it's just a mind approaching, and then part of the practice of I don't want to call it Buddhism, but is it? Because Buddhism is just a conversation between two people, but there's a practice, love. That's the religion here. It's that space that is so. If you're practicing the highest octave, it's so controversial. You will you're going to get plenty of space around you, believe me, because first of all, if you're just somebody who's happy and light and you have a lot to give, perhaps, then that challenges some people. They how that it's really hard nowadays. People just get jealous, right? It's that scale thing. It's like, well, if you have a little more, they're going to go down, and if they have a little more, you're going to go down. It's like, why is that happening? Is that really going on? It shouldn't. I don't think that that's what the scales are doing. But there is a mirroring like that. Is there? What I mean is um, like people are racing around and running around, trying to get ahead or something, or they're staying ahead of the game, right? Sorry, I'm sorry I sound so fucking vague. Probably it's alarming. I need to get out of darkness and honestly try and help myself, right? Right? What is it, Shauna? Oh, you don't seem handicapped. Why don't you just get up and go to work? Okay, I will. I do. I have a life that I can go to if it allows me to do that. See, I'm listening to the universe, and it's like, well, what has happened is I've been shut down. There's something happening. It's like, oh man, I couldn't work for the last job that. Oh my God, it's a trip. I'm sorry to tell you guys this. Yeah, they were offering me. Well, it was when I was working for $25 an hour. It was an Airbnb people, and they need people to, well, basically it's apparently to just like they want to slide their hand up your ass and start saying saying do this and that, but the training for that includes all this testing that isn't very down to earth. It's very like, oh God, this whole thing needs to end. I'm sorry. I am just somebody who didn't want to work for the Airbnb people. I appreciated how they said you can come here well, I think was it every day or every weekend, 3 days a week or something, and work 8 hours a day, $25 an hour. And it's just that I realized that these people, that I don't know what is this real or what, but no, they kind of I don't know. It was so. There's two different worlds. There's that obvious world where you're just trying to work and they can hire you and stuff. But then all of a sudden, like it's Star Wars. Is that a human being under there? They're wearing a suit. Babes, they talk about this more and more. And I woke up this morning. I was like, should we? Because it only makes more sense. It's like, well, because they just really mix everybody up and they say we're all human. It's like, no, there's some people here that probably have been stuck here since we don't know how long. And now they are doing the same thing that I could do, right? We can reproduce. We look the same. We have 5 pointers. So I don't know. They come with a certain vibe. Okay, God, this is so strange. Welcome to China Sci-Fi. That of course they're money oriented, hardcore. I get the feeling that there is something just running this thing. It runs it like crazy. We see the way that it could be happening, that like the education system is saying, no, this is what happens when you get an education. And there's many things you can do for money here. And it's like, but why do we have to do anything for money? What are we doing? Did you find out what we're doing here? Like, what do we need to do? Like, really? Then now we're lead to that saying, and I feel like David Icke right now. He has an 8-hour show of just sayings from the Facebook page. The Mimi that says, it trips me out that people do not even question the cradle to the grave, work, eat, sleep model without, examining anything. Like I think that they say many people say that. They say anywhere from Jim Carrey says that to Dalai Lama, But the reason why they can say that is because, as well as the truth, because nothing is new under the sun, there is an answer to that. It's the same for everybody. You can't capitalize on it. Once you find out, it's just the question. The questions are also the same. Like, why doesn't anybody see that? Like, why doesn't anybody open their eyes? Like, kind of thing like that. So, purpose of this video is to see just talking about like, well, okay, God, how do we get into it? What can we do? See, the thing is money doesn't let you make an impact like you should, and the proof is that Nobel Peace Prize over there. Who says that anything even happened for us there? Who's us, Shauna? Well, it will never work. See, but you have to figure out what the story of Christ Jesus was. That person plenty warned us about what was here occupying by way of having sacrificed herself. And it can happen for men too. But the question is, it's like, well, did men do that? I'm sorry. I don't want to be like that. But if women were leaders, and in fact men were to be their army, then perhaps they were hijacked. And it's easy to bring the organism down to fear, right? The fear trauma based, the mind boning system. See, who's easiest to be mind boned? I say men are, right? Yeah, that's what the problem is. This is the thing I didn't really agree with a lot of women around me. I mean, really, I'm thinking, don't play that game with them. Let's keep playing fair, and let's keep playing fair. Let's keep having fun. For me, what I'm talking about, and I would love to tell you my autobiography, it's just like I always played games. I love to play baseball. I love to play softball. I love to play tennis. I love to play handball. I love to play every sport that you can think of. And the thing is how do you get a girl to play with you? I always played with the guys. And that was no problem. I had my brother first, and he had his friends, and we were playing frisbee. I loved playing football, but that gets kind of gnarly. But I loved football was the funnest, But let's play flag football. Let's just rip the You have to try to grab the flag out of the hip. I love playing a game that has rules, and you play fairly with each other, and you have fun. And for some reason, oh man, I don't want to talk about it now. I mean, I should make an autobiography about it, but at one point, it becomes like, I guess, when you hit puberty, and it's like, wait a minute, I'm fun, and now you're looking for over there, and they're looking for a girl, and it's like, okay, I'm a girl though. Believe me. Turns out I'm an 11, and it's the ugly ducklings theory. The 11s, if you're numerologically, if you're an 11, you start out as an ugly duckling. You're awkward. You're being picked on all the time. I mean, you're chosen basically, and then but you become a swan, and it's like, oh, gee, it's a beautiful bird. Whatever. It's just a little metaphor. And I'm not looking too hot today. Sorry about that. I want to thank Kim Cast for helping me. I can't thank you enough. I'm just going through. I think I made. See, I want to tell you, I made a video that is your kind of just a very light looking astro view of your chart. I think you wanted that done, but I might have done it completely wrong because I did it the year 78. I don't know if that's your birthday, but just getting kind of personal there. But people have donated into me, and I'm so grateful. And so I love everybody who has donated into me, particularly my 3D people that are trying to love me, and I would love to love them, but it's like, wait a minute, I would like for there to be the less confusion of me really needing to become more self-sufficient than I am, and that's an honest thing, and I think, I'm going through too much shit right now, I would love to feel love and be loved. I think that that's what needs to be happening, but are we going to get that? See, I know for a fact that that's what everybody needs to see. We don't need to be backed into a corner with some, like, evil eye, like the wrong eye. It's the eye of money, right? Sorry. In the word money, there's a 1 in it, and it makes me think, see, really, if you put an E at the end, you can pick up the word I, too. On I. It might be trying to tell us how to use it. See, it could become in our favor if we just acknowledge that outer space is here. That reality exists. See, there's only one sky. See, is the Y in our alphabet, is it saying I? Yeah, it does. For some reason, it'll change. It says a lot. It says y, right? It's y. E, kind of like, or that beginning is an I. The Y says all vowels. It's actually a vowel. They're not telling us that, but I figured that out first, and then I heard it somewhere else. And there's plenty we can say. I found it come up. When I'm figuring it out for myself, see, that's the way I do things. I swear to God, see, my Jupiter and Pisces going backwards is kind of weird. I don't fish for information for the sake of fishing for information. I first have an interest, or I notice something, or I have a curiosity, and then, see, that's why I wanted to get on the computer finally after a long time I was off of it. And I just started getting itchy because I was meditating, I can get all these answers, and I was like, well, but is that the right answer? Is that the right answer? You know, I had the question, I had the answer. I saw the chemtrails, I saw this, and I was like, is that really happening too? And then you get on, and it's like, oh yeah, oh wow, confirm, confirm, confirm. It's just there to validate your faculties and say, yeah, this is what's happening. It's like God. It says, and you want a little further of a dip because we are not fucking around here. But it stopped fucking around. What I mean is it started fucking around when I watched it tear down the free information field, like particularly in YouTube, and some of everywhere, right? They push people around into these other places. It's very illusory. I would love to expand more in on how they're messing with our perceptions right there, and everybody is so like fried, and they are participating. It's just a stronghold. The ones that aren't human yet, or are they just here trapped? See, the Airbnb people up here, the one person I worked for, we began to, I mean, it was like almost immediate. I mean, it was like, whoa, this person is just telling me straight up that they do not see color. They see black and white, and they do not see like what I see. They said, no, I just see ones and zeros. That's pretty much what she said. This person, I couldn't tell. And she didn't know how old she was either. But she was born in Turkey. And really the signature, when you get close to these people that aren't human, it's like, it's really hard as an empath to, it's like when you go in and you, like there's a core, there is no core. It's like if the heartbeat is not there or something. It's like, it's hard to explain. It's like, okay, there isn't a energy source. I don't know. Doing money. What the fuck are we gonna do here? And why am I here? Just to tell you that. Trips me out because, you know, where is it gonna go? They could erase this stuff. I don't know. There's no reason to really. It's the dominating thing. Now, when I talk about, like, okay, so these people that see, they want to slip their hand in you and start and be you because they can't do much. You know, I was there, I'm helping them out put some things together. It's already put together, just put it together, you know what I mean? It's like coming in a package, and then it's very easy. So they got a popcorn machine, and I was gonna do the popcorn machine. It was really weird, and okay, so she's testing me, doing all these things. I can tell, it's like, why are you doing this? We are adults here, and I already told her, well, I work for housekeeping, and I know how to have the eye and stuff, and you know, it just takes a while. But she's doing this testing thing, and if I don't notice it, you know, then she's gonna like do the teacher thing to me, and it's like, would you fucking quit it? And if there is an honest mistake, you don't treat people that way. I'm just warming up. We're getting there, and we're working together, supposedly doing this thing, kind of, because she's putzing around too. So I don't know. I noticed that you know, she took one piece, and missing it, and it's like, no, because you know, it was weird. I noticed that she would try to see. She couldn't put the thing together herself. She asked me to do it, and I was like, I've never fucking done anything, but I'm pretty damn smart, and it's fucking fun. It was a puzzle, and it's like, no, I'm so grateful to be doing this for money, you know, and I'm to figure this puzzle out and just put it together, and I did. I got down to this one bolt, but she kept interrupting and wanting to put her hand in my hand. And like, really, she was grabbing my hand and like trying to do things, and I was like, babe, I don't know. It's like, okay, I'm getting $25 to get paid to do this. I mean, an hour. But I noticed, like, what kind of person is that? She looks way older than me. But see, that's like a childish thing to do. Really, the energy was really, and thanks for listening to this, what it really was, it's like, okay, we're kids again. This person really wants to play, but they don't know how to play, but they really like me, and they're happy that somebody's here, and and because they have all the money in the world, and they're just playing with these toys called houses, and people are moving in and out, and who cares where I am, and really comes with this that what I'm explaining is like, well, there's a chance to be, well, what am I supposed to do here? I have a 5-pointer here. I'm ahead. I look human. I'm almost on the verge. You know, she's like, yeah, there's one here now. Oh, let me tell you my fucking history that kind of says, I don't know when I was born. I don't know how old I am. I don't see things the way you do. And come back tomorrow, $25 an hour, and plus a tip. I want you to work 12 hours a day here. I'm like, I do not feel good. I've been lucky enough to live in an area that I've been able to look at that. Like, it's, to me, I call it the world condensed. The world, now really it's the word condensed. Everybody knows about Idlewild, that everybody knows everybody just through talk and no experience. And there's something to that, right? It's okay to go like this and say, no, so-and-so over there, did you notice how that she takes over everybody's husband? That's interesting. You know, I mean, right there, I mean, we can understand if, and she has a philosophy about it and everything, but, oh, God. Like, as a regular, I'm talking about something that's not like a delicacy of trying to get somebody out of a trap. I don't know, the whole marriage thing is a trap. Babes, we're in a trap here. All of that system that they made, I'm talking about what they're mocking onto us. Who's us? Hi, Jesus. Is there an us here? Maybe. There is. The Venus, there's ECI. My theory is that they are so disconnected that they don't really have organization, right? They can't. That's why they couldn't put together a goddamn popcorn machine without trying to stick their hand in my fucking arm. And then it's this perception thing where it's like, no, but where's the last screw? I can't do this. You're going to disappoint me. I'm going to feel like a failure because you took the fucking screw away. And then I get all irritated, and now it's time to fucking harp on me about that. And it's like, man, this is, wow. You know how they do that. You know what I mean? They don't. See, there's something called confluence. It comes up a lot. Confluence. And I think it's pointing at, like, okay, so I know I don't know everything right away, but can you let, like, there be just a flow? If I was to work here every day and I would begin to figure out all this stuff. I don't need to have it planted on me, though. I would figure out that you're planting things around, playing a game because you have nothing but money and you're bored as hell, and look at what you're doing. Good for you. I can't do this. I can't. This is a lot of money. See, what I mean is it's a lot of time. It's a lot of energy that I'm expending over there. And it's just because, well, I need food, but then I do need to pay a bill. But I think I have. See, I want to get a hobby on Earth too. These guys have a hobby of toying with us in every aspects of our life, really, of like, in case we wanted to live here or have a drink of water or have any food. They take it over and they're like, really? You want this, huh? Right? How long have they been here and doing that? And comment section down below, do you think I need to take a blue pill? Enough red pills, Shauna. This is just entertainment. It's more riddling. I'm putting it on, I'm filling up my October venue, and so I hope this particular one is appreciated. I'm about ready to go take a shower. Thank you, Kim Cass, for making it possible for me to not bug the other person over there they're going through stress in their life, and I'm stressing them out, and they're stressing me out, and I think it's so sad. We should be able to love each other without that, man. And God, we can hold each other's lives together. See, but do we always need money? See, that's the thing. And I'm wondering, it's like, well, Shauna, what are you gonna do? You know, what are you gonna do for money? I'm gonna see. If I didn't get my last video sounded really weird. The one with the shirt. I looked pretty good though, right? And this one is like, phew, babe. I'll try and think a little more to put some clothes on when I do this. Or just take them off. I don't know. See, that's the thing. It's like, why aren't women just taking their money back? I mean, real women. Oh, God! Minute 25. We want to help people. No, to take back, let's see, I don't get it. It's like, okay, so, you just have to make money and get lost, I guess, right? You just make money and get lost. See, that's what I'm thinking. It's like, if I sold out, and it's only me that holds the key to going in the Death Star and imploding it by way of proving that the entire system is corrupt, right? Because you'll go in there and you say, look, how do we say the truth? Not enough people have gone into court. They make people stand up collectively. Like there's like 20 people going to be heard that day, and you stand there, and they make you stand there. They say this, all rise. Well, right there, they're telling you that they consider you dead. You're the living dead, and they're saying, rise, try to understand what's happening right now. So then they say, do you agree, or something like this? They want you to put your hand up that you to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. And then they say, I do, or yes. And every one of them really they should have a more conversation with the Buddhists. They should have a conversation with each other, with their mind. They should get solid in how that you can't say the truth. The truth only, you can only point. See, I'll try to be clear. Shauna, you're on the stand now. What are you trying to say? Words are only pointing at the truth. There's an experience of reality that the truth is there happening, but you can't say it and say that that's the truth. The truth is the truth. See, this is the word here. It's a metaphor. Like Bruce Lee said, don't miss the glory of the experience beyond words that is there. It comes with so much more. There's a feeling, and when we start to talk about this like this, it begins to weave through the jibber jabber that's there. It begins to do something called resonation. It begins to vibrate something that, you cannot stand. Okay, if you have 300 people there listening, and they want their own intelligence, if they're intelligent, they'll say, yeah, no, but that's the truth. But no, see, you can say silence in words, which is a different thing. How about that? It's not telling the truth. See, this is words point. And if you're saying that saying something is the truth, or words can be the truth, you're agreeing to let Antichrist take over your entire life. Now, there's where, if you are fighting for freedom of speech, and I'm about to tell you about the entire deception that's happening, what they do here, about the fact checking and stuff like this. See, by the time you're fighting for freedom of speech, you want to ask yourself, did you take your right to remain reality? Do you even know what that is? And the answer is no, you're in trouble. Most likely you're shackled already. And you're just saying, da, 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 and it's like they're going to put an apple in your mouth. Here's my apple. I have my radiation. I'm doing radiation blockage. It does work. And what really works is to stay away from it. Stay away from your iPhone as much as possible. but they have me on it, right? I've been on it more so than ever in the past, well, since I've been on here. And see, I had to, here comes my storage is going to fuck me. Sorry. They, they want us all on this, like, you know, and it's terrible because it's harmful EMF waves. They are doing an experiment that has to do with our neurology and our entire just existence here. They want to be able to tap into us on every level, really, but neurologically is the most ideal. They've already, like I said, they've already got us like this, simply because we don't know what reality is. So then what's the truth? Because the container of the truth is reality. So I hope you like this little sermon. I'm going to be doing sermon work for the whole solar new year of mine anyway. It's kind of intense. It's really got a band-aid. It's like a wounded warrior saying, I can heal the situation, but I need more bandages here. We are pussing out. Here, help me squeeze my. See, I don't want people that don't know that it can be healed by love. That's the only answer. Otherwise, we remain in this state of thinking that we're a problem. We are problematic, and that it's just one problem after another. Really. And this could be just only the beginning as far as how that what I'm doing here, like what I'm probably going to do, I don't know. We don't know how much time we have here, and I'm thinking, God, you know, I'm taking my last breaths here. I'm trying to have love in my life, and it's very illusory. And the fact that the people close to me, just one, but there's a lot that we have a responsibility to communicate, and they don't. And I'm not saying you should really argue with me all the time. No. Do you people know how to give a compliment? Do you people know how to take what is good for you and say, here, oh, did you notice that this is great for us? We are having a great time. Start celebrating and milking what feels good, because if you are fooling yourself from one person to the next, if it's like you're even like a new start, you're doing something new and it's not really for you and it's making you sick there too, don't let the children see you doing that. There's a way to live here. I'll give you lessons about what I found about the English alphabet and how that we take our right to remain silent again by pointing at the truth through just being doing silence in words, which turns the whole, like, you can just say no. Well, if I can say the truth, then why can't I point at it more accurately? See, the thing is they go on adrenaline. By the time you're in there in the courthouse, you are pumped up. You didn't even want to be there. They called you in there. Yeah. And so your entire throat and your tongue is in your mouth. I mean, what I mean, it's your stomach is in. You're choked up, and you don't know. You're in the narcissist's field of babble, defending yourself with pure babble. You have to do it with silence, and you take that in a form of words that are available that I found. I'm going to start showing it to you, and it hasn't closed up for me why I'm daring to go there, because a lot of people would probably see I only know 0.2%. I'm not a rocket scientist. What I mean is I'm not the creator of creation. I'm not like fully cloaked in my real costume, which would be I'm intergalactic, and there are alliances up there. It's a whole different, it's interdimensional here, and they know how this thing is like running on vibrational frequency, of course, wording, and it's nothing that you think that what you talk about, like, well, watch your words and stuff like that. No, would you please look into them? Look into reality too, because that's all you can do is speak into reality. And all of this has come up, and it's like, God, we got to get this like little bit of a hair fixed. But there, it's like it's a battle. You see the mind there, and it's philosophy that says, um, look at me, look at the mind, look at the quality thoughts and the quality words. A certain thing is really just hooked into their thought. But what they're really doing is like they don't know. No matter what the quality is, it's not reality. It's never going to be the truth. You know, there's those people that say it's the thought that counts, and I think that's fucking Count Dracula over there, by the way. Because it doesn't. No matter what I think. I know it sounds corny, but we know what you mean by reprogramming your attitude towards things. But can you do that first for us? Prove it. Because a lot of us are dragged down and like, you know what, we have fucking worked and worked and we are being called to heal and heal and heal and heal, and we get exhausted. Can you? Because nothing is worth doing that out there. It's a it's a constant. I'll put the cover up right here. It's like this. It's like they think that it's just one organism doing this. It's just it's the human being. It's like, no, we have unconsciousness over there that is causing all kinds of disease because it just gets recruited. It's like, good, they fell for it. Let's do the money thing. and then find your future in the army or whatever. But then the other half is like, oh, we'll heal you, 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 we'll heal you. And of course, they're getting paid next to nothing, or nobody's getting paid here, by the way. What? You get sick at the end of your life, or something happens at the end of your life, and it's like thrown all away. It seems like it. It's just, who is making it ahead here, right? I don't mean it financially either. I know who's making it ahead, and we do have. We will be taking care of each other financially. I don't know what to tell you now. It doesn't take very much. If you realize it doesn't take very much. Really, it's like, can you recruit your organization? Can you get people who are vibrating at a better frequency? I don't know. You know, I'm supposed to go out there and just try and work it again, I guess. And I will. It's interesting because when I have gone out, where I'm at is just I don't know, it's flattening us out. See, there's such a thing as becoming a contributor. Now, what could be happening really, I mean, see, it's just entertainment. Now, are you gonna pay, which entertainment are you gonna pay for? Which food are you gonna pay for? See, there's some people that are, they're getting into the business of just pure organic foods, right? And then people that are sick or people that know better, they're paying for it, right? And so I'm in the middle of figuring out what to do for money. And I happen to think that if you're a content creator, sorry, round and round we go. See, it's easier on the people that I have in my life, but see, do I really have them in my life? See, the communication is just down to the point that it's abuse. It's emotional abuse when it causes codependency. It keeps a baby in a crib crying. It's like, wait a minute, why did you even have the baby, babe? Right? I mean, but really, that's how a relationship is. You have to work on it. And see, we're looking at situationships instead, right? 80% maybe of people, I don't have anything to do with it, but I think it hit me a little bit, like it kind of rubbed off or something, and it's a contagion. It makes you, it makes you either throw away. It can ruin your chances of having a decent relationship because why? It jades you about it, right? They take your enthusiasm away about being in a loving relationship because you just think, no, it's untrustworthy. You're spent too. And you don't have closure, and it's just like, forget it. I'm never going to get a relationship ever again. That's where I'm at thinking now, and it's like, no, guess what? I'm having a trial run about something, and um, I don't want to tell everybody about it, but this is why, is that when you tell people that you have an opportunity in your life coming, and here comes the fucking narcissist again, because they're an opportunist, and they think they know better than you. They're like, oh God, you need all this help, right? And babes, I'm wondering, and comment section down below, see, do you think it even makes sense to try to think that that can make sense for us, like to say a one-on-one is going to work? If you are really, it does, it does, it does. I need it, see. I'm the one who needed it. I want the partner. I want it. I don't need it. I want it. I got a little experience here in the past here that says no, you take care of yourself better if there's somebody else there, right? You cook the meal, you cook more food because there's going to be somebody there. When you're single, you don't even put the sandwich together. You just eat the bread and then you eat the cucumber and the cheese and everything's separate, right? And see, I'm only human wanting a teammate here. But getting back to that phenomena of the narcissist, who they're doing something different with all of it. They're toying with it. They're like, they pick you up like a dolly. We're supposed to do this, right? And put you down. No, not quite. Um, because it's a delicacy. When you are face to face, it's going to be like an experience of growth into something. It could be so humbling about all of it. Like, see, because that's what I'm going through too. It's like, well, can I? Why am I having to experience all of these wounds come up again, like my abandonment issues and all that? It's like, can we stop? Because I'm pretty sure I worked on all of this stuff. There's something very illusory happening, and I just don't want to lose what I have now, especially of myself. Like, what's supposed to happen? What do you think's supposed to happen, Shauna, besides for what's happening now? Exactly. I could be wearing better clothes, that's for sure. I'll try and make sure we think of that. It's just that I'm gonna go get that hot water. It's actually it's September 30th, and I received another donation from KimCast on 29th. Not that I'm ungrateful for the people in my life that are trying to help me in real time, but we're having difficulty. I'm feeling a certain way a lot, and I think that you do too, and I think it's time to like stand by and try to reorientate. Like, is Shauna saying something? Do you need to keep trying to shut me down? Do you need to stop? Do you need to try to keep me on a level? Do you think that I'm permanent? Do you think I'm a con artist here? Do you think I'm on a permanent level of poopy cloud? Do you think I'm just way too angry and I can't manage anything around me? Do you think that I am that I need to be just like whipped with a stick? I don't know. Like, because I think I'm perfectly intact and I think I'm a kind person. If here I'm an entertainer. I am coming on with, see, a lot of my spirit guides and even my grandma, I think, is something that out there is saying, no, make your life the thing that you share, and then you begin to say, hey, you want to contribute, and don't make it anything like, don't lie about it. Just say, start trying to tell more and more. Say, no, look, you wouldn't believe this. I don't want to get into it now, but it does make yourself vulnerable. It makes yourself completely. I've been rendered completely so alone, so out of touch with people. Well, why don't you go out, Shauna? Well, I did. I just was trying. I wanted to. I guess I did it in the wrong way. So you're supposed to just. I wasn't in the. See, this is where. I don't want to fucking expose this stuff, babes. My life is just crumbling apart. It's slowly crumbling. I have to um, find a better. This is the same for humanity, though. Do you know that this is how we are now? You know, there is a faction that is wrapping it up, they are realizing, you know what, I cannot for the life of me make this system work. But see, people like me, we've been trying to remind people or do like something, maybe it's over this, whoever around us say, hey, no, keep your eye on how fun this is, like how the truth is. And no, don't listen to the newscast. Oh, don't let that convert itself. And it did, though. We had no control about how people's perceptions are sucked into thinking that, well, I'm not denying that they are releasing viruses and meat and stuff like that, and people are getting sick with something. That's obvious. You know, you feel like, what has gotten to me? But when they say it's a certain thing, and then everybody codes it as that, and now a person in a car accident, they say that they do the same thing with pneumonia for years now on end, that they can file it in. See, elderly people have to die, and they end up in a hospital, and they cause pneumonia by way of pumping cold air. I mean, it's an inhospitable condition anyway. It's very cold in there, and that causes pneumonia. And then when they do that, they can check off that they died of the flu, and they equate that. They say, well, it's just tied in with elderly deaths. Really, it's 20,000 in one state. They say, yep, 20,000 each year die of the flu, and it's like, no, actually, 20,000 people died of your sick care system over there. They just dying naturally. They need a place to go. I tried to mention that because I'm a priest and I've been called, and I took care of some people towards the end. It's like, you know what? This country throws people out like dirt. They throw the fucking process out like everything. They are fucking traipsing over this life, and therefore the earth is going to fucking warn them by just closing down, saying, fuck you people. I'm alive too, and you don't even acknowledge it. Now you're not even acknowledge my death. Bye.